Celebrating the little things as well as the huge achievements goes a long way. Hi, I'm Linda Watson-Call. Whether you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, thank you for joining, and a big welcome to all of our new subscribers. Have you ever noticed how many celebrations we have in any week? This week we celebrated International Women's Day. We also celebrated the beginning of Lent with Punchki Day, and even if you're only remotely Polish, I'm sure you had a few Punchki. And a lot of us celebrated Mardi Gras. This is also National Reading Month with Dr. Seuss Day thrown in for good measure. The fact is, we could be celebrating something, multiple things, every day of the week. Celebrations are a great way to lift our spirits, share happiness and excitement with others. In addition to all these organized celebrations, we need to take the time to celebrate us, ourselves, and our families. I know we do, but usually it's only the big events, the graduation, an award, a promotion, or some other big milestone. What I'm talking about today is celebrating the smaller accomplishments in our lives, the ones we often say, oh, that was good, but it could have been better. And when we say that, we're taking all the joy and excitement out of what happened. Here's an example. I had a horseback riding student who had special needs. The fact that she even got on a horse was a big accomplishment. Over the years, her balance and strength improved to where I could move her to a regular riding class. No sidewalkers, no leader, just her horse, and the other riders in the class. This was a great accomplishment, and her parents were quite happy with her progress. She was happy with herself and her riding. Her next goal was to learn how to trot. Now, trotting a horse can be a challenge for a lot of riders. It's bouncy, and if you don't feel that you have the confidence or strength, you think you're going to bounce right off that horse. This young rider was making progress, a few trotting steps every lesson, baby steps, but moving forward just the same. Then, one lesson, she trotted the entire long wall. Everyone in the arena erupted with cheers and hoots. Trotting the long wall is the first of several goals at our facility, and she did it. "Did you see me, Dad?" she asked excitedly. "Yes," said her father. "I saw that you were holding onto the saddle while you were trotting. When do you think you'll be able to trot the right way?" Wow, that just blew me away. That took all the joy out of her accomplishment. She continued to ride, but within a year or so she stopped. I always wondered if that was the kind of encouragement she got in other areas of her life as well. But then I had this other rider. Her mother never said much about the other place they rode at, other than they were not happy with that facility and they were looking for someplace new. My thought was, this child is only 6. What kind of expectations did they have? During the lesson, the mother sat in the arena and watched her child ride as I instructed her on how to steer her horse, make her horse go, stop the horse, the basic first lesson. Her mom sat at the edge of her seat and was wide-eyed the whole time. I could hear her talking to the friends she brought along. "Look," she would say, "she's riding. She's actually riding the horse." After the lesson was over, it was all cheers and excitement on how well she rode. I thought it was a little strange, but then I didn't know what happened at the previous riding place. This girl rode with us for about 5 years. Her mom or dad, or both, would come for her lesson. No matter how the lesson went, they praised her for what she had accomplished or her effort in trying to accomplish it. Today, she's jumping at another barn and earning ribbons at all the shows. Celebrating the little things as well as the huge achievements goes a long way. It keeps the momentum going. It keeps you enthusiastic about reaching your goal, and it makes you want to keep on going. Too often we think that to make it big, we need to do everything in a big way. we forget that small steps count as much as giant leaps, and getting off track, that serves as a learning experience in what we shouldn't do the next time. We need to celebrate ourselves for ourselves. Don't compare what we do or what our kids do to someone else. Horse shows, for example, are wonderful ways to gain confidence. You can get feedback from someone other than your instructor on how well you're doing and where you need to improve. The problem is we have our eye and our mind on the ribbon and the other riders instead of our ride. I always tell our riders who show, I don't care what place they come in. I don't care what the color of the ribbon is. The only thing I'm interested in is, did they ride better than they did the last time they showed? The playing field is always changing. There are other riders in the class who have more experience or less experience than you do. That will often show in the class placements. But that doesn't mean that you did worse in the last show because you placed lower. There are always extenuating circumstances. Heck, I placed second at a schooling show at a stable where I was taking lessons only because I rode the wrong horse. I was going into the ring and I was hoping to stay on and just grab the next horse that was available. And that's why it's important to look at yourself and say, I did a good job. Or at your child and say, your schoolwork was good. Let's celebrate. You don't have to do better than anyone else in your office. Your child doesn't have to be better than the other students in the class. All that matters is that the improvements are being made. That's the reason to celebrate. So what are you going to celebrate this week? Remember, it's the effort, it's the improvement on our part. That's what gives us a reason to celebrate. And that's what keeps us motivated and moving toward our final goal. Tell me in the comments below or in a PM, what did you accomplish this week and how did you celebrate? And I'll see you next week right here on Dragonfly Soup. Here's to our transformation and our best year ever.